Hello friends, Just a Lost Soul here with some more Jurassic World Evolution 3. We are in the midst of developing our Kauai Park, turning it into a very cool looking facility. 3 environmental issues, wow. I think our Maiasaura population might be getting a little bit out of hand. We got 16 of them. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, this might be a bit of an issue. Still relatively happy. How old are our oldest ones? 29. Oh, wow, they live a long time. They might need, like, an expansion or something, or I might just need to move some of them. I guess we can rewild some. Like, a couple of them. Not Cabot. Where's Cabot Jr.? Never Cabot Jr., who is the loveliest dinosaur there ever was. Look at her. Our Chronosaurus is ready. They can finally be happy, because I stupidly released 2 males instead of a proper pair. I thought the one I had was a female for some reason. It was not. I don't know. Yay. Finally.
To the park.
Are they gonna do the... I swear they used the shark, yeah. Is that still a... I really hope that they still do use the shark. I should probably watch them to see if they will. They're doing their social. We'll keep an eye on that at some point. Those are getting maintained. Let's go ahead and rewild a couple of these. We have so many, and I mean, like, I talk about how I feel bad when it happens, but that's, like, the whole point of this, isn't it? I'm gonna sneeze. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, like, that's, like, the whole sort of thesis behind what we're doing here, is we want to create more dinosaurs to release into the wild. So if we just do those 2. Yeah. Yeah, I like that it costs you money to rewild it, and it's, like, you can't just sell them anymore, because that's not, like, an ethical thing for us to do, you know? Okay, we got Chronosaurus, we got Protoceratops. What's gonna live with our Protoceratops? It likes leaf and fiber. And what is it like in terms of friends? It likes Microceratus. And it likes ornithomimids. Okay. Ornithomimus? Perhaps? Maybe. I guess it could live with Microceratus. It'd be a little bit strange feeling, perhaps, just because they're both kind of basal ceratopsians. But I guess there's no reason we couldn't do that, and that is something we wanted, was to see these smaller creatures. Yeah, let's make Microceratus. It needs the same stuff, too. And then maybe we can put something else in there too, like Homolocephaly. What do we want it to look like? Maybe something very colorful so that it's going to stand out, because these things are really little. What is the male? Ooh, the male's really colorful. I really like how Great Sandy Desert looks on these things. Yeah, that's great. The female's not as exciting. That's okay. And we'll make them humble just to be sure, because there's no reason not to do that. Yeah, okay. So, that's gonna live with our Protoceratops, and maybe Homolocephaly too. What we should do, we probably don't have space, actually. unfortunately, but can we any chance at all? No.
Transporting asset.
Yeah, we can't put an encounter on this, unfortunately. But it would be a really good one to have one on. I feel like that's a bit of a thing, is like when you get like really little creatures, you wanna put an encounter on them, but you tend to put them on in really little enclosures where you can't necessarily fit one. And these things are super easy to make, so we're just gonna go ahead and make 6 of them right off the bat. And we're making decent money, so let's send out an expedition. Let's get Microceratus. Why not? And
Microceratus to the park.
okay. Oh, they're fighting. I feel like I haven't really seen much aquatic combat. Oh wow. Like grappling each other properly. That was crazy. Let's take a... Let's get these going. Male. And while that's happening, I want to take a look at some decor for this, because it doesn't look very good. Rocks. Just make it a little bit more dynamic. What's it obstructed by? That's a bit much. Yeah. I mean, that's already so much better, right? Like... just adding those in, it adds... You know, it's like scaping. I've alluded to this a couple of times in these videos, but one of my things is I love keeping, like, reptiles and fish and that sort of thing, and one of the funnest parts of doing that is always, like, for me at least, it's always, like, scaping the enclosure. It's, like, doing the design and, like, putting in rocks and leaves and, like, branches and that sort of thing. I love doing that stuff, so it's kind of cool to do it in here. Yeah. And our Microceratuses are finishing up. We'll come back and add kelp to that in a few. Attenborosaurus. Okay.
You can't even recognize this site as my little research station anymore.
Oh,
phenomenal.
We did it. That was our last
It has
species
been
we
far
needed.
from little for some time. Dr. Baldera, your work at this site may have very well started something that could change the world.
Maybe. Hopefully. As long as we're doing everything we can to help the dinosaurs survive out there, but what we've done so far? Wow. You know, I'd be content to spend the rest of my days here amongst the dinosaurs.
That's a lovely dream. But I get the sense that you and I are a lot alike. Our place is out there, trying to improve the world for future generations. Come, let's keep up this good work elsewhere.
When did Dr. Dua get based? When did that happen? That just kind of occurred to me that at some point she became a cool character after being, like, kind of an annoying nutjob in, like, the first game especially. I don't know. Just interesting to think about at some point. At some point, most of the, like, sort of Frontier original characters, besides even just, like, Cabot and stuff, became, like, genuinely fleshed out, interesting people. And maybe not, like, super fleshed out, but, you know, like, characters you can root for, that sort of thing. Ooh. Yes, okay. Hey! We did it, we got a Maiasaurus statue. Oh, that's fitting. Nice. Well, we'll stay and we'll keep building, because I want it to look lovely, and that sort of thing. And we'll use these other micros as well. And they should be very, very happy in here.
Asset to be collected.
Land.
When people think of dinosaurs, they tend to imagine animals of a certain size. And yes, most dinosaurs are at least bigger than modern animals. The Microceratus is different. But don't let its small size make you underestimate it. They are still dinosaurs, with all the dangers that implies.
Okay, let me be down there for a second, and then I tried to move things, and it didn't. Oh, we need status checks, yes. I always forget. I always forget. Some things never ever change.
Asset has been delivered. Adding to the list.
I want some more pasture, but that's okay. Oh my god. I feel like these things really need a swimming animation. All the really little herbivores and carnivores too. Just, you know? So cute. Just need a tiny bit more pasture. There we go, they're good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Microceratus.
There, we'll just take that like that. Alright. So that's good. Oh, you guys are just threatening the vehicle. That's fine. All well and good. All good. Okay. So let's make those Attenborosauruses, and I really hope they can cohabitate. What do we want it to look like? This is probably, with the removal of like the Archelon and the Shonisaurus, this is, I think, pretty handily my favorite marine reptile still in the game. I really like Svalbard, like the black. That's super rad. Svalbard and Calcarona. Oh, you're like, it's like lighter on you. Interesting. And yeah, we'll just bump those up. Get that going. Okay. You guys have a good tolerance, right? Yeah, it's okay. It's decent, and I think they should be able to get along. I really hope they're able to get along. How's our Nodosaurus? Oh, they hatched at some point. Get rid of this nest. Yeah, okay. Hi guys. I feel like I sometimes just like miss the notifications about these things. Hi, you're cute. There's the big one. There's another baby. The babies are all in the undergrowth. We can't get a good look at them. Hi. Oh, they're really adorable, actually. I think this is our first baby, like, ankylosaurid. Or, it's not an ankylosaurid, it's a nodosaurid, obviously, but you know what I mean. That's another group that kind of got nerfed a little bit. I think the loss of... The fact that we, like, only one of the club-tailed, ankylosaurids made the cut is a little bit insane. Like, we lost Euoplocephalus and Crichtonsaurus. And I would have thought at least one of them would have made it in, you know? But, alas, 'twas not to be. They'll be back one day. They were both base game animals, so they should be coming back for free, per Frontier's weird little rules.
Asset has been
What else is going to be up here? Are you out of maintenance? Oh, that's a ranger post. You are. That is unfortunate. Okay, so what we're going to do is put a maintenance post here. Sign that. And then we're going to move this one so that it covers more. Okay. I'm going to put it like there. And we're going to move this one again. And it's going to hit all of those.
patrol.
And yes. Okay, great stuff. Oh, my Tropaegnathuses are maturing. Alright, that's fine. We should get more pterosaurs in here. Maybe Thanatos? He likes Pteranodon, that's fine. Yeah, we haven't seen Thanatos Draken yet, so... What do we want it to look like? Kind of bluish? That seems fine. Amazon Pulcrana. Sure, yeah, that'll do. Yeah. And that, and we'll bump up the tolerance as well, and that should be everything. We got really good genetics and just like nothing else. Oop, it's vibrating. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. Yeah, that's not good. Good old T-Rex. Isn't she beautiful? Awesome. So cool. Where's our micros? Oh, there we go. Yeah, they're good. They're so little. Just so tiny. What's up with this one? Why are you missing stuff? Huh. Weird. Alright, we'll just go along with it. You're still 80% happy. If a storm hits and that guy breaks out, I'm gonna be mad. Okay, so what's next? Attenborosaurus is still... Or no, that's Thanatos Draken, actually. We're just getting a ton of animals right now. Like, we'll do 2 pairs of these. And... what else is gonna go over here? I don't even know. Maybe another big carnivore? Maybe, like, Acro? I don't know. Suchomimus, perhaps? Suchomimus would look really good in this, actually. That'd be really neat. I think that might be what we'll do. Yeah, I think that's how we're gonna do this. Or what we'll do over there. Maybe we should get started on our big herbivore paddock that we decided we were gonna do ages ago. Let's just get fences. Kind of, yeah, we'll again kind of put rocks along this to sort of emphasize it. And then we'll bring this up this way so we can put another enclosure in there. And... yeah, like so. And that'll be like a really big sauropod paddock. And maybe we can fit like another sauropod up there or something. Yeah, I miss Amargasaurus. I really gotta say. I miss Amargasaurus so much. And Nitrosaurus too. I miss having small sauropods. Just the niche they occupied. You know? They were so cool. And they're just not here anymore. And it's sad. I don't like it. these rocks. Make it a little bit difficult for a dinosaur to climb out. If it should so desire. You know. Sorry, whenever I feel like this is also part of the reason why I don't actually do that much building in this series, in terms of, like, intricate rock work and stuff, is because whenever I do, I just kind of go into focus mode and shut up, you know? And that doesn't make for compelling content. Yeah, that's a thing. Let's get rid of some of these trees, just to see a little bit better. Those ones are probably fine. And also because it looks weird when they kind of grow out of the rocks, like that. That one was fine. Okay. I do like this, I gotta say. That's, yeah. That's nice. And it's once again that thing as well where people could just walk off the path and fall into an enclosure. And once again that thing where trees don't work for some reason. I really feel like this is a bug. Like, I don't know. But I haven't seen anyone else talking about it. Go figure. Yeah, like so. So what's actually going to live in here? That's the question. Requires status check. Why do you specifically require a status check? Did you like land here after the next one or something? Or the last one? Our Thanatoses are probably... Yeah, they've probably been ready for quite a while. We only got one, unfortunately. I guess we'll get a male. Our scientists are busy. We need to wait for them to finish the Attens, I guess. So, attractions. Gyrostation. So that'll start going. That'll be our primary way of viewing whatever ends up in here. It's actually, I don't know, it's a pretty good sized enclosure. Hungry. You okay? You stuck? I think you might be stuck. Uh-oh. We'll tranquilize you, get you moving. I think everything should be fine. The storms on this island don't seem too bad. And we've never had, like, a twist or anything. We've only had that one twister, which I think was actually on the Azores. And it would be really bad if that were to hit now. Was it on the Azores? Perhaps. Is this one just meaty? Is it? I don't know. It's docile. Hi, cutie. The Microceratus design is a little bit weird, but it is a movie design, so you kind of gotta just whatever. Let's take a look at our herbivores, sauropods especially, because they can't live together. However, a Apatosaurus can live with Brachiosaurus, which is something we haven't really done. There is also Diplodocus, which is neglected, or has been neglected. Mamenchisaurus somewhat too, I feel. We've had Paddock Titans several times, and that's, I think, it for sauropods. There's the Ankylodocus, but that's stupid. Dreadnoughtus we've had. I think Dippy is the correct answer here. Yeah. What do you like? What is the male? Ooh, the male looks cool. I feel like all of these skins are good, but none of them are amazing. You know what I mean? I like Champlain. I actually really like Sandy Desert, too. I think I'm gonna take that one. Ooh, that's quite cool. And we're gonna bump up that humility, because why not? And we have enough people for this. Can I do it without them? Yes. Okay. What's our time at? 26. Not bad. Storm rages on. Attenborosaurus is nearly done, and then we'll be able to incubate our Thanatoses, or the just singular Thanatos. I think I'm gonna get rid of this nest, too. Sorry, buddy. Wow. That is... There we go. Good stuff. Good show. Hopefully this is big enough for a Thanatos Draken. Speed things up. How's our profit? It's okay. It's not the best. They want more shelter and they want more accommodation. That's pretty valid. Attenborosaurus, the best aquatic. Pretty cool. Okay.
Welcome Attenborosaurus to the party.
Are they going to coexist? How are we feeling? Brontosaurus is okay with this. That's good. Attenborosaurus is not expanding its territory, so it's not good. But I think it's okay with this. Come on. They're so cool looking. Such an awesome animal. Ooh, that's a good shot. Whoa. What's going on? Ooh, okay. Game freaked out for a second there. That's okay. We're good. We're fine. Okay. Vehicle under threat, it's the conks. Let's get the Thanatos on the go. And do we have enough welfare left to do our dippies? Not quite. However, if we upgrade somebody, that's probably a thing we can do. Nah. So all our high welfare people are busy. So yeah, we just gotta bring these guys up. We'll do you. Yeah, we'll just put this guy's welfare up twice. And yeah, that should put us there. So we're gonna have Diplodocus in both this and the Montana Park, which is actually probably gonna bug me a little bit, but that's fine. It's stupid. Why is that annoying me? There's literally no good reason. It's just like the repetition, because there's other sauropods. I guess we need to put something else somewhere. We can put, like, Microceratus over here or something like that, probably. Ooh, look at that. That, like, cliff fall off. That's really neat. Okay. Alright, and then let's bring this out like this. And then we can put something else in there. Like so. And we can put more towers here. That looks terrible, but it's okay. Yeah, get some more visibility outside of the gyrospheres. Speed things up because it's going pretty slow. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out, actually. Also, before we forget, let's put in a monorail over here. Yeah. Because we need a way for people to get down here, obviously. Yeah. Okay. And then we can put an enclosure over here, maybe have it like go more that way, sort of thing, like angle the viewing galleries this way. I was thinking Therizinosaurus for that one, or maybe for this one that we just built. I don't know what I just clicked. There. Great. Dippies are ready.
Monorail station has opened and guests
Skies
will
are
be
darkening
arriving
for some
shortly.
reason. A little bit worrying.
Picking up asset.
How are we doing on...
Asset being
Everything
transported.
looks covered, except, like, that stretch of fence over there. Huh. Okay, whatever. Things are still sped up.
You know, the Diplodocus was once thought to be the
Why do you
longest
flop
animal
like
that
that?
had ever lived. It might have lost that title, but it's still a much-loved and widely recognized dinosaur, which translates to big audiences. Yeah, this is a great addition to the site.
This is actually a really well set up enclosure already. Like, they have basically everything they wanted already. Put in trees everywhere, because trees make everything better.
Delivery complete.
Yeah, no, these guys are happy as can be. Awesome. And I think our Thanatos Draken is done as well, so we'll go ahead and release them. Or her, him? I think it's a him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Thanatos Drakon to the park.
Pretty cool. So I think as long as they don't have dislikes mentioned on their thing, they should get along okay. Now these guys want a little bit of Baron. This guy. I keep talking about it like it's plural, because I kind of want it to be, but, you know. And they want a little bit of wetland, too, which should be nice and easy peasy. And is Tropeognathus okay with that? And yeah, it needs to be plural, it looks like, because we need another one. Can we put more people on this to reduce the time? Sure. Why not? No reason not to do that. Hello, gorgeous. Diplodocus is pretty neat. I think it looks good here too, actually. Yeah. Okay. Things are going well. Park's coming along quite nicely. We got some space over here that we're just straight up not going to use. Maybe I can move the power station and, like, elsewhere and bring it back, put something in here. Like, I don't know. I think it's okay to have just, like, a bit of unused land. Like, we don't necessarily need to just max out. Yeah, okay. So things have gone quite well. I think we're gonna leave this episode off here. We'll get this Thanatos on the go real quick. How happy is the other one? Where is it? There. It's pretty happy with things, so I think perhaps we can get both. It's a male, right? Yeah. So we'll just get 2 females for it. Awesome, so that's done. We're gonna leave this episode off here. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe if you did. And yeah, have a delightful rest of your day. Goodbye.